Okay. This guy's a little skittish. Okay, but this is who we call Big Red. A real creative name, right? But yeah, he's kind of hunkering back in the corner there. He's a little shy. Actually, he's quite a bit shy. This is Big Red. He is Big Red 114, we call him. He is also out of Poist Rabbitry. I actually ended up bringing home 5 rabbits that day from Poist Rabbitry. That was back in West Frankfort, back in the spring. April 21st, I think was the date. And out of the 5 that we brought home, this guy and that one doe that we mentioned already were the only 2 that made the grade. So the others, they ended up, well, they're just not here no more. Let's put it that way. And this big guy here, love his bone structure. Look at the massive. Let me see if I can get him turned around. Come here, buddy. Turn around here. Look at. No, now come here. We want to look at you. Look at the big head on this guy. He is just a monster. He's a little bit underweight. He's 9 pounds 6 ounces right now. I have seen him at 10 pounds 4 ounces. So he is quite a bit underweight. He did show yesterday. He took a first place senior, red senior buck, and he took a second place red senior buck. That's as far as he went. There were only 2 senior bucks, so I guess you would say in show A he got first, and show B he got last. We're hoping he's going to throw some monstrous babies. Just amazing bone structure on this guy. Love his shoulders. You know, through the midsection, over the hind quarter, he could stand some improvement. But you know what? We've got does that's got that area covered. So we'll just see what some babies they can throw. And while I'm here, oh, anyway, this is a red. This is one of our red bucks. We've got Max, a red buck. We've got Sorrel, a red buck. Then we've got the young guy that we're growing out. But I haven't now. That young guy, I haven't. He's a little young now. I haven't tried him with anybody. He's only 4 months old. I haven't tried to breed him with anyone. Didn't want to really do that until I wanted to see if he was going to prove himself. And he hasn't done that yet. Okay, we're going to move right over here. You're like, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I thought this was going to be a video about reds. Well, it is. This is a red. Y'all haven't, and if you're going to argue with me, I guarantee you haven't watched any of my rabbit genetic videos. I've got a whole playlist on rabbit genetics. Y'all check those out. If you don't know anything about rabbit genetics, well, you know, there was a time nobody knew anything about rabbit genetics. All you have to do is learn. Well, you say, buddy? Well, don't be like that. I thought we was buddies. Huh? I thought we was buddies. Well, come here. Come here. Yeah. Anyway, this is Witter. As you probably noticed, he is a white red. Well, how is this, you ask? Well, he is sired by Chughole's Saw Guy, who is no longer with us. He hasn't been with us in a while. Get that mosquito off your ear. Saw Guy's been gone for some time now. And this was his son. Mustang Sally was his mama. She was a red-eyed white. Now, what that means is you know that Saw Guy, you didn't know you was going to get a rabbit genetics lesson, did you? But that means Saw Guy was a carrier of red-eyed white. And this little guy, he weighed 10 pounds 6 ounces yesterday. Little guy. Yeah, hey buddy. Anyway, he's a red-eyed white, but he's a red. He is a red genetically. Okay? And I've told you, to find out what a rabbit is underneath the white genetically, you do test breedings, right? Well, guess what? He's had a litter of babies with our broken red Tater, or Tater Tot. She's a broken red out of Grubs and Annabelle. And this guy right here has had babies with her. And guess what? Everything in that litter was red or red-eyed white. So, we already knew. But what we already knew was him being sired by a red, he carried the genetics for a red. So if I breed him to a red, he can throw reds. If I breed him to a red that carries red-eyed white, he can throw both in the same litter. If I breed him to a red-eyed white, he is going to throw 100% red-eyed whites. So he's kind of a versatile, multi-purpose buck. And a nice one to boot. Okay, he's a great old big guy. He's getting a little old, but that hasn't slowed him down any. He's, what, I'm going to guess a couple years older. I need to make some coop cards or whatever you call it and put up out here. But I figured about the time I did, it'd come a good blowing rain and it'd wash the ink off of all of them and tear them up and make them fall apart and everything anyway. So anyway, there's Big Red again. Let's close his door. All right. These are also from Nerd Herd Rabbitry. Yeah, I know this is a mess. This is temporary. In fact, I'm in the process of getting these ladies their permanent homes in place. But in the meantime, this is what they got. No, yes, you see rabbit manure under there, but none of it touches their feet. It is all falling through. But yeah, this is all temporary. It's one of those cases where you needed space and you just had to use what you had available. How you like my fancy watering containers? Hey, we eat a lot of ice cream around here and we make those containers come in handy. That's a picture off of a iced tea maker. Anyway, this is Molly and Roxy, respectively. I don't know which one is which from here without looking in their ear, and I'm not even real sure that I wouldn't have to go to the computer and look and see which ear number belonged to which name, because these gals, for all intents and purposes, are twins. They are sisters, they are litter mates, and they are from the same rabbitry as Maximum Overdrive, the Nerd Herd Rabbitry out of, I believe it's Marshall, Texas. But they're not sisters to Max. They're from the same rabbitry, but they're not related. They're from different parents. So, I'm hoping these young ladies, I'm confident enough in at least one of them's the way they're turning out, that I am anxious to see their babies sired by Big Red over here. And I just believe we'll just get a monstrous line going there. I hope I'm right. You know, if not, there's always the freezer. But you know, nothing wrong with the freezer if it has to be done. But I'd much rather see somebody put some guys and gals on the show table and start doing well with them. Has either deceased or has been sold, or could have been given away. I've given away some rabbits. You know, recently we got to the point we just had too many, and some of them had gotten too big. You know, I didn't really want to cull them for the freezer. They were still pretty nice. They could be used for breeders, or somebody could show them if they wanted to. So, had some junior 4-H'ers. I gotta get a torch out here and burn that fur off these cages. That's getting horrible. Can't even take a video because all the fur's in the way. This is Annabelle. She is from shoot, I don't remember where Annabelle's from. See, I'm losing my touch. I used to know where everybody was from, and I could even tell you their ear number. But I've had so many come and go. Been hard to keep up with them all. But this is Annabelle. She is mother to Tater Tot. She is mother to other rabbits that we've had here. Lexa. Lexa was her daughter. Echo. Echo is Annabelle's daughter. Where you going, sugar? Where you going, sugars? Hey, look here. This automatic watering system still going strong. Look at there. Yep. I love it. And so do they. So do they. We come out here and we top this bucket off every morning now, or possibly every afternoon. It doesn't matter. It is still about half full. So that means if in a pinch we had to go away from home for 2 days, this system, we'd still have to worry about the guys on the other side of the house. But this system here would last 2 days. If we filled all these J feeders completely full and topped that bucket completely full right before we left, we could be gone for 2 days, and all these rabbits would still have food and water when we got back. We don't do it now, but there may come a time when we go to a show that's far enough distance away that we might need to be gone 2 days. As it stands now, we're gone about just almost exactly 24 hours. Well, I take it back. We were gone 22 hours. Because this Friday night we left at midnight, and we got home at 15 after 10. So the following night, so we were a couple of hours shy of 24 hours gone. And we come home and everybody was fine. I came out here just to double check when we got home. They had water in the bucket. Everybody had food in their thing, so we went in, turned in, and went to bed. And I come out here and filled the bucket up and filled everybody's food up today. So that, as they say, is that. So Annabelle, Annabelle's the last red. She is the oldest red. She is the red that has been here with Crow's Nest Rabbitry the longest period of the time. We get some of these young ladies grown up and proven. She could very well possibly be the next well, she's still a young lady, but she could be the next one to leave as well. You know, over time we raise them up, we grow them out, we breed them, and as we replace them with younger, hopefully better, younger generations, they've got to go somewhere, and we let them go to somebody else that needs, wants to get a good start on a herd, wants a good rabbit that they don't have to worry about. They can breed it, put in a nest box, and they know she's going to raise babies, and Annabelle is definitely that. The only time Annabelle's ever lost a baby was when a raccoon pulled them by bits and pieces through the side of a nest box, and that was around yonder on the side, around there. And that cage was too low to the ground. Never had that happen anymore. Not since then. But anyway, all right, folks, that's all of our reds. Like I said, anybody that you don't see here, no longer with us. Wait, I just remembered, and it is kind of getting dark, and there's not a light over here right now. But guess who? Guess who? Yeah, as usual, she's turned her J feeder over. I'll fix that when I get through with the video. I don't even know if you can tell what color that is, but yeah, that's Tater. She's a broken red. She's the only broken red. If she don't throw us some good broken babies, we may not have any more broken reds because we lost grubs. Somebody, not going to say who, no need to point fingers. He's gone and it's done and there's nothing we can do about it, but he is gone. He got out of his cage one night. And the next morning, evidently, after he got out of his cage, for some reason, he decided he wanted to play in the road. And, well, sometime around midnight, the dog started barking at something. And I looked out, and she was barking at a possum that was out in the road. Upon further inspection, it was a possum that had found grubs dead in the road because he had got hit by a car. And so the possum got away, and I had to go get grubs and take care of him. So he's no longer with us. It was just a mistake. Somebody left the cage door open, and he just decided, you know, the grass was greener outside the cage, I guess. And it probably was for a little while. But he's not with us, so Tater Tot here is the only broken red that we have. We have broken black. We have broken blue, but this is the only broken red that we have. We have bucks and does in broken black and broken blue, but we only have this one doe. So I can't recall who Tater's bred to, but she should be bred, and she's going to have to throw us. Maybe she'll throw us a nice broken red buck, but we'll see. Okay, folks. That's, let me see if I can do this here. No, that's not it. Anyway, folks, that's the end of this video. We thank y'all for watching. We thank all you people that have been on to us and on to us and on to us about creating a video. You already know a little bit about some things if you like my Facebook page, so if you haven't, it's still there. We still post occasionally. Been showing some pictures, been showing some updates on the show from yesterday. Haven't been posting quite as much as I used to, but then again, we haven't been actively breeding and showing and what have you over the hot summer months. But guess what? It's fall now. It's starting, well, it don't feel like it today because it's about 92 degrees and humid, but it's going to get cooler. We're going to be showing, we're going to be, all of our does, with the possible exception of one, are bred now. So, or hopefully bred, because you know when the bucks get hot enough in the summer that they go sterile, sometimes they can get that back in a week. Sometimes it could take them 90 days. So we'll just have to see. We'll see, because whichever does have babies, we'll definitely know that buck, whichever one she was bred to, definitely has her fish swimming again. So, or his fish swimming again. So we'll just go from there. All right, Tater, say goodnight. Tater, hey. Could you at least wink at us? Tater, hey. All right, well, you know, it's so hard to find good help these days. All right, folks. Ah! Y'all have a great day, and God bless.